So hello students, we are discussing about non-homogeneous linear equations with constant coefficients, right? We are how we can get the particular integral of this type of equations we are discussing, right? So in the previous class we are discussing about the operator method, right? But now we will discuss about the method of undetermined coefficients. Okay, as you can see in the whiteboard, the equation 1 is the non-homogeneous linear equation of constant with constant coefficients, right? So this type of equations, we if it is there, then we have to find the particular integral by the help of this undetermined coefficient technique. Okay, so this is also called as UC method. Okay, UC method, okay, undetermined coefficient method. Okay, so before going to this method, we have to know that when a function will be called as undetermined coefficient function. Okay, so let us discuss about that. Okay, so if a function f of x is given, okay, which is of 4 types. Okay, one by one I will discuss. First type is x to the power n, where n is belongs to z plus, that means positive integer, okay, or equal to 0. Okay, if the function is of this type, x to the power n, and n is positive integer or equal to 0, then this will be called as undetermined coefficient. Okay, second type is e to the power ax, where a is a constant, okay, and a should not be equal to 0. Okay, and the third one is sine of bx plus c, okay, where b and c are constants, okay, and b is not equal to 0. Okay, b should not be equal to 0. Okay, c may be 0, but b should not be equal to 0. Okay, and the last one is cos of bx plus c, okay, where b and c are constants, b not equal to 0. Okay, if these 4 type of functions are there, or the finite product of any 2 or more than 2 functions are there, then that will be called as undetermined coefficient function. I hope it is clear to you. If we will go for the example, then e to the power x is a undetermined coefficient function because it is of this type, right? If we are taking x cube, that is also a undetermined coefficient function, right? If we are taking sine pi by 6x plus pi by 2, okay, this type of function, or cos of 2 by 3x plus 4, anything, right? But that should be of this type or their product. Okay, that means if you are taking this product e to the power x into x cube, okay, this is also a undetermined coefficient function, or product of these 2 or product of these 3, anything if you are taking, then that will be called as undetermined coefficient function. Okay, hope this is clear now. Now we will proceed for the another definition. Okay, okay, so you can take the write as the definition. Okay, that is undetermined coefficient set of a undetermined coefficient function, okay, or UC set of f. Okay, the definition is UC set of f. Okay, means how we can calculate or we can get the UC set of any undetermined coefficient function. Okay, so write down the definition. Okay, the functions, okay, including itself, okay, and all the linearly independent UC functions of which the linear successive derivatives of f, okay, either the constant multiples or linear combinations will give UC set of f. Okay, so what is f? F is a undetermined coefficient function. Okay, so you can write here, let f is a or an UC function. Okay, so let f is a UC function. Okay, so the functions contained in itself, in that function, and all linearly independent functions, okay, of this function f, whose successive derivatives of f either in the form of constant multiples or linear combinations, that will form a set of f. Okay, if it is not clear, I will try to make it clear with examples. Okay, so come for the example. Okay, now I will take an example. Okay, to find out the UC set of f. Okay, so consider a function, undetermined coefficient function x cube. Okay, obviously this is a undetermined coefficient function because it is in the form of x to the power n, and n is positive integer which is not equal to 0, right? So if you will find out the successive derivatives, that is f dash x, that will be 3x square, f double dash x, that will be 6 into x, right? F triple dash x will be 6 into 1, correct? If you are taking f fourth x, that will be equal to 0, correct? Similarly, f n x will be 0 for n greater than equal to greater than 3, correct? If n is more than 3, that means 4 onwards it will give 0, correct? So the UC set of f, what we can write? UC set of f will be equal to what the definition says, the function including itself. Okay, that means this function x cube, okay, and the constant multiples of successive derivatives. Okay, so here 3 is multiplied with x square, 6 is multiplied with x, 6 is multiplied with 1, correct? So whatever we are getting, it is the constant multiples of these functions, right? So that collection we will take. Okay, so x cube, then x square, then x, then 1. Okay, so this will be the UC set of this function. Okay, correct? Okay, so for better understanding I will take another example. Okay, where two functions will be multiplied. Okay, this is a simple function, right? So another function we will take, that is f of x. If we are taking x square sin x, okay, if we are taking x square sin x, okay, and we will try to find the derivatives. Okay, clear? That will be x square cos x, correct, then sin x into 2x, correct. This is the first derivative. If second derivative we are taking, then what we will calculate? That is x square into cos x is derivative is minus sin x, correct, plus cos x into 2x, correct. So this one job over. Now we will come for this function, that is sin x, right, into 2, correct, plus 2x into cos x, correct. So if you will proceed for the f triple dash x, then what we will get? That is x square, right, minus cos x, correct, plus minus sin x into this is 2x, correct. So now this one will be cos x into 2, right, plus 2x into minus sin x, correct, plus 2 cos x, that will be, right, plus this is 2x minus sin x, correct, plus cos x into 2. So that will give rise to x square minus cos x, right. So no function is of this type, so minus x square cos x is there, minus sin x 2x, right. So this is so minus 6x sin x, correct. So this is cos x into 2, this is 2 cos x, this is so 6 cos x. Okay, so similarly we can proceed, but we cannot get different type of functions, right. Whatever, if you are taking f fourth x, again this type of x square cos x term it will come, right, x sin x term it will come, cos x term it will come, right. So since this type of constant functions we are getting, if we will proceed further further derivatives, okay, so the set we can calculate, that is x square cos x, x square sin x, okay, and x sin x, right, and x cos x, right, okay, and only sin x also we are getting, right. This is only cos x, and here only sin x, right, and cos x. Okay, so whatever the functions it is containing itself, that is x square sin x, it is there, correct, and all the successive derivatives whatever we are taking, so this type of functions only we are getting, that is x square cos x, x sin x, x cos x, sin x, only sin x and only cos x. Okay, so this collection will form the UC set for this function. Okay, hope you are clear by these two examples. Okay, so now we will proceed for the method, that is undetermined coefficient method. Now we will see. Okay, So if you understood the undetermined coefficient function, okay, and what is the UC set of functions, then we can proceed for the actual method, that is undetermined coefficient method, to find the particular integral. Okay, as you can see in the equation 1, this is the non-homogeneous linear equation with constant coefficients. Okay, if this f of x, okay, or we can take as capital F, if it is given in the form of a1 u1 plus a2 u2, okay, up to am um of UC functions u1 u2 up to um, okay, with this known constants, okay, a1 a2 up to am. Okay, if this is the situation, if it is given in this form, okay, this f, then we can find out the particular integral. Okay, so stepwise I will explain. Okay, so what we have to do in the first step, that is for each u1 u2 up to um, okay, we have to find the UC sets. Okay, so write down, for each UC function u1 u2 up to um, okay, find UC set of function s1 s2 up to sm respectively. Okay, this is our first step. We know how to find the UC set of functions, right? So for each u1 u2 un, we have to find s1 s2 sm. Okay, this is the first step. Okay, so in the second step, what we'll do, second step is actually second and third step, both are omission stage, you can say. Okay, we have to omit the this one. How we will omit? First, in the second step, we'll see that if some sk, let us say, okay, some sk, okay, that means UC set, if it is matching with another UC set of functions, okay, if it is matching sk is matching or equal, okay, or equal with, let us say, sl, okay, this is another set of function. If these two are same, okay, then we can omit, we can means not we can, we have to omit, okay, we have to omit one set of one UC set. Okay, okay, so if these two are matching, then we have to omit one. Okay, and if one UC set, let us say sk, okay, if it is included in another UC set, okay, if it is included in SL, that means SL is the bigger one and it is inside this one, means whatever the UC functions are there in SK, that also included in SL, in that case we have to omit, the smaller one. Okay, we have to omit the smaller one. Okay, these things we have to do in the second step. Okay, so in the third step, what we'll do, okay, in the third step we have to see that if it is whatever the UC sets you are getting, if it is matching with the complementary functions. Okay, what is complementary function? You know, That means whatever the solution you will get by taking the right hand side as 0, that means homogeneous differential equation. Already I have discussed how to find out the complementary function. Okay, if any UC set is matching with UC functions, okay, means complementary functions, then in that case we have to multiply with the smaller integral power of x. Okay, if, so write down that one, if any sk is matching with the member of complementary function, okay, then we will multiply the smaller integral power of x. Okay, so that whatever the UC function, whatever the complementary function is there, the member of complementary function will not match with the this UC set of functions. Okay, so this is our third step. Okay, so now we'll proceed for step 4. Okay, so let us start from here. Step 4 and step 5, 2 steps are there. Okay, so what we will do in the step 4? Okay, if the omitted case is over, now 2 cases may arise here. Okay, that means it may happen that this UC set will not match with another UC set, or anything UC set that will be not included in another UC set. Okay, or whatever the UC set you are getting, if it is not a member of complementary function. Okay, in that case, whatever the original A1, U1, whatever the original UC set, okay, UC set, that will remain. Okay, that will remain. Okay, that will not change. Okay, original UC set will not change. Okay, and that will remain. You have to understand. Okay, will not change. And second case it may arise, that is changed by converted UC set you will get, right? So converted UC set will be obtained. Okay, if these 2 conditions will get, from here what we will do, we will take the linear combination. Okay, linear combination of the above 2 categories with unknown constants. Okay, that unknown constant is called undetermined coefficient constants. Okay, undetermined constants. Okay, if step 4 is over, now we will proceed for the step 5, which is the last stage. Okay, step 5. So what we'll do in the step 5, we have to find the value of these unknown constants, okay, or unknown coefficients. Okay, how we will get? By putting these linear combinations in the differential equation. Okay, we will find out the value of these unknown constants. Okay, so after putting this value of this unknown constant, we will get the particular integral of the equation 1. Okay, so this is the last step. Hope you understood the theory. In the next class, we will proceed for some different types of problems. Okay, thank you.